Alright, it's card of the day, and this is card number 212, titled A Stormtrooper is Blasted. Let's learn more about Stormtroopers. Loyalty, obedience, and the readiness to die for Emperor Palpatine were the primary traits that were indoctrinated into all Stormtroopers. In their capacity as enforcers of the Empire, Stormtroopers were also trained to completely support and uphold the ideals of the New Order. Every individual trooper was fully expected to obey their superior officers without question or hesitance, regardless if they were required to unleash harm on others or even place themselves in extreme danger. As a result of their militaristic and highly disciplined nature, Stormtroopers were well aware of their expendable status to the Emperor, and they were ready to lay down their lives to ensure the continuance of his reign and the Empire. As such, this ideology, training, and discipline prevented them from getting distracted by emotional responses, to the extent of even ignoring casualties within their own ranks during combat situations. The only time casualties on their end is taken notice is from a tactical standpoint. Their ideology was such that they cannot be bribed or blackmailed, and is unswerving in obedience and unflinching in dispensing imperial justice, and even went as far as to state that their armor, helmet, and number is their skin, face, and name respectively. The extent of such conditioning is such that Leia Organa even admitted that such indoctrination was terrifying, especially regarding its thoroughness, and it was virtually impossible to sway Stormtroopers away from their orders due to them being nearly impossible to be negotiated with. Despite their intense indoctrination, enlisted Stormtroopers were still capable of living civilian lives. They received pay, were given periods of leave time, and under some circumstances were given opportunities to retire from service. Clone Stormtroopers were genetically modified to suppress their individuality with unquestioning loyalty. Enlisted Stormtroopers were rigorously trained to abandon their individual identities by embracing said loyalty to the Emperor. Their allegiance to Palpatine required the Stormtroopers to impose his authority on both civilians and non-Stormtrooper military personnel, especially with regard to the officers of the Imperial Navy. Upon the completion of the first Death Star in 0BBY, an army of Stormtroopers was stationed on the battle station. In addition to the presence of the Emperor's apprentice Darth Vader, the Stormtroopers were a major deterrent against ambitious officers who contemplated turning the power of the Death Star against Palpatine. That's it for now. More information on the next Stormtrooper card. And now it's the back side of the card, and it's Movie Facts! Number 20 of 22. At Elstree Studios, Star Wars production designer John Barry created the myriad number of props and sets for the film. Instead of the shiny, new-looking buildings and rockets one generally associates with space fantasy movies, the sets and materials for Star Wars were designed to look used and therefore realistic. Well, that's the card of the day. Look out for the next card. Thank you for watching Star Wars Obsessed Card of the Day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can follow Star Wars Obsessed on Instagram and Facebook.